online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed are of the host and not of Lady J Media. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I know you do. I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. You're a pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're going to see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chains. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. It is Wednesday, May 11th, 2022. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful day and is going into a nice, peaceful, easy, wonderful evening. All right. Man, it's so much going on right now. I got so much information to share, but I also want to share a lot of poetry with you all. That's what I love to do. So if you know me, you know that. So that's what I love to do. So as always, my books are on Amazon. Unusual Favor is on Amazon. You can get that right now. Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and Spitfire Poetry Volume 2. They are all three on Amazon. Look out for Unusual Favor 2. It will be out maybe, I don't know, maybe another month. A shout out to Angela Edwards and Unusual Favor 2. I'm really, really, really excited about that. What else? Let's get to this poetry. How about that? Let's get to this poetry because today I'm doing something a little different. I am the host, of course, but I'm also going to be your feature for tonight. And what I'm going to do is something a little different. I'm going to just go through poetry, almost like y'all are not even there. Like I'm at home, when I'm creating or doing my poetry. So I'm gonna keep it as raw and authentic as I can. I may even have to start over once or twice because I don't know all of the lines. I do know a lot of my poetry, but I've recently wrote some new stuff and I haven't memorized that yet. But I'm going to share some old stuff with you. I'm going to share some new stuff with you. This is, like I said, May 11th. So a little over a year now, a year and some change. I've been on the What Up Baltimore online network. Shout out to Dr. Charlene Jenkins and What Up Baltimore and all the hosts on the station. I hope you all enjoyed the Sheroes show that comes on before me. Shout out to that sister. I love her to death. She is so funny. Make sure y'all tune in for Brother Chad after this with his show. I mean, we got Joyce Butler with her show. We got Brother I'm not gonna mess. Brother Chad and Jamal and Brother Jamal. So we got a lot of different shows on here. This is all brought to you by Butterfly Entertainment. And coming from me, I just want to thank everybody, man. Everybody that supports me and been following me and buying my books and my merchandise. I still have t-shirts for sale. I have hoodies on the way soon, some real thin hoodies. And I just thank you. There is a Spitfire Poetry 3 in the mix as well. And I just appreciate it. You know, sometimes I look back and I look over some of the shows that I've done, and I've done this for a whole year now. And not only has people told me that it's encouraged them or it's helped them, but it's helped me. Like, this is everything for me. Poetry is how I survive, basically. Whenever I'm in a state of anxiety or depression or anything that's going on, I can grab a pen and just go to work. I can somehow come up and put my feelings and things that I want to get out on that paper, right? Um, so as first, before I even do anything, I want to share. I have a prayer that I do in both. Every one of my Spitfire poetry books will have this same prayer in it, and this also has an explanation of why I write. All right. So we're going to start with. Let me see. Let's start with the poet's prayer first. Let us pray. It's the Spitfire poet with unusual favor. Grab your neighbor's hand as we bow down in prayer. Father, forgive us for what we do. Our goal in the end is to be just like you. We fall short so many times, and you're there with open arms, no matter the crime. So much going on, I don't understand. I keep reminding myself of your divine plan. An abundance of hatred expressed in the world. Couple of events lined up with the word. Division, disease, so many things we don't need. The attitude of our leaders is it's all about me. Please cover us all. Keep us safe when surrounded by so much harm. Heal the hearts that have turned cold so we can move forward and not be stuck in a season. In Jesus' name we pray and thank you for every reason. That is a poet's prayer, and that is what I have in every one of my poetry books. That prayer is in there, and also an explanation of why I write. And this is very short. Why I write. I write for the people who cannot express themselves. I write for the people without a voice. I write for the dreamers. I write for those who can't quit even if they wanted to. I write to our future leaders. I write for any non-believers. I write to motivate and encourage people to press their way through. See, I needed that. Now I'm ready now. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm pumped right now. So check this out. Okay. First, one of my first poems that I wrote is a poem that's called "They Say All That Shouting Isn't Necessary." That was that piece to me is a very it's very close to my heart because it tells a short story of some of the things that I've dealt with in my life. It tells a short story without giving away the whole story of Unusual Favor. Okay. I got the idea leaving church one day. The pastor there was talking about favor and things of that nature. Also, my wife is a singer. So she has a song that she released in 2014 called Unusual Favor. You can look it up on any of the music streaming platforms, Shalonda Hansboro. Thank you, honey. I love you for supporting me. Unusual Favor is a song that she put out in 2014. So to help with marketing and promotion, the story that I wrote, I called an Unusual Favor, right? So my first poem is based around Unusual Favor. Okay, so it's called "They Say All That Shouting Isn't Necessary." And I can explain to you why I wrote that afterwards. Let's just get into that real fast. All right. So this is they say all that shouting isn't necessary. They say all that shouting isn't necessary. But what have they been through that's colder than that month they call February? I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache. And it's out of your control, so you feel you gotta participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in a doctor's office and they planning my treatment though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills are longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance. All the while, I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk look at me as a stereotype, not realizing 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who the fuck do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare as I laid on a cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who will make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain will come to an end. But no, I must keep going. It's no time to break. But my back's against the wall. And the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, clown, you too late. When I realized who brought me through it all, my vision, it became clear as he showed me a picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So when you see me go crazy or start to bang on a wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. In peace. That is, they say all that shout. Sorry. That is, they say all that shouting isn't necessary. I got my towel out tonight because we going in tonight, y'all. We going in. We just gonna go right to something else. So check this out. Another one of the first poems that I wrote is something that's called "Forgive the Saints." Now, if you notice, both of these poems sort of have some I'm not going to say religion in it. I would say spirituality in it. All right, to encourage you in whatever spirituality you're in. I'm not even going to get into none of that religion right now. But look, this next one is one that I wrote probably a day or two after I wrote. They say all that shouting is necessary. It's called "Forgive the Saints." Forgive the saints, because I could care less for title or rank. That devil will deceive you. He's nothing but evil. When you're full of the Spirit, nothing comes near it. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when a pastor reaches a certain tone and zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept it. You came to accept it. Endure for night because that joy is unexpected. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the ark and save your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of lights. Tell me, what went wrong as we sang our song on benches with palms? And my favorite Psalms is 30. Of course, I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you live in the tightest of places. It's all so amazing. Chasing after you and I'm blue. They said it was you that made it all true. So what's there to do except keep praising you? I mean, you are the reason I'm walking and breathing. Forgive the saints. Yeah, those two are very special to me. That's like it puts me in a place of remembrance and things that I have went through. I was diagnosed with sarcoid in 2013. So that began my journey in writing because I was dealing with so much. I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know how to release how I was feeling other than punching a wall. You know, you can't put holes in, I was putting holes in my wall. I putting holes in my church wall. Shout out to Pastor Michael Wallace at True Deliverance. I was I was putting holes in the church walls literally. And I had to find a way to be able to get that shit out, man. And not because I'm a firm believer in our health as well, right? I don't hypertension and high blood pressure is very relevant in our culture for Black men, definitely. So I try to find ways to release that shit. I walk, I do my poetry. I do stuff like that to keep me in a good place. So let's just skip around to something here. Let's go to I'm gonna go to Hey Little Black Boy because Some of the other ones I don't have memorized. I'm gonna have to read for you. So, Hey Little Black Boy. Hey Little Black Boy is a poem that I wrote um, based on being frustrated with our children being shot and murdered in the street. Just sick of the shit. Um, One of my sisters, shout out to Arthur Polar Shakespeare, came to one of my open mics. I used to do open mics at Glory Days in 2018 and 2019. And she came in one night and she dropped Hey Little Black Girl on us. And that shit just, as soon as I went home, I started writing. I was like, damn, I should write something, a spinoff, Hey Little Black Boy. So this is Hey Little Black Boy. Hey Little Black Boy, let me holler at you for a minute. Because I was once in your place, so you should respect what I say. See, some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're going to see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in them chains. You'll come across bits and pieces of racism, but your school system will claim they're trying to relate to what you face every day. Little black boy, watch where you play and mind what you say. I know in school they tell you we all are equal, but that's fine print at the bottom of that statement. Little black boy at 12 years old, you could be gunned down for being in the wrong part of town. Little black boy, as you go into your teenage years, that's when this shit starts to get real. Keep yourself active. Don't hang with them bastards. Learn a trade, shorty. Anything with your hands. Just keep up your grades. Little black boy, be respectful and listen to your elders. They can teach you some things, but you know everything, right? Don't be stupid, little black boy. They were here before you. You can learn from their stories. Did you know you have to work twice as hard when competing for any job? Don't dress like a slob, man. Keep yourself clean. That shit don't have to be. Don't dress like a slob, man. Keep yourself clean. It don't have to be expensive. That shit's still gonna look mean. Little black boy, the man make the clothes. Don't listen to them hoes. Little black boy, stay off them blocks. You may think it's slick till you in jail taking dick and washing outfits. Little black boy, that life ain't for you. And it's cool. Don't be a fool. Stay in school. You may bend some rules, but always be true to who you are. A soldier in battle. That horn sounds every day, little black boy. Keep God in your life and pray every day. All right. What else? Let me see. Let's do. I just wrote something maybe a week now, maybe about a week and a half ago. I wrote a poem that's called "Poetry is My Therapy," and this is another one that's very special to me. I just wrote it, but this shit here is special to me. I've been breaking it down, and as I've been reciting it over and over, it just does something to me thinking about it. This is another one that's like a release, like I said, a release to be able to get shit out. Poetry is my therapy. So let me do this one. And I got some other information I want to share real quick. Shout out to my sister Anna Kimzet and my brother Victor, the CEO. You guys want to follow them on Full Authors, man. It's a play we about to do that I'm a part of with them. That's called I Am Woke. And I'm telling you, you do not. This shit is off the hook right here. I'm telling you. I promise you. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So, all right. Poetry is my therapy. Get something. I get dry quick. All right. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing that pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I gotta count my carbs. I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent level, because if my shit drop, it could be detrimental. Poetry is my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary. I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Lamine, terpenine. Man, I don't know what the fuck you mean. I want the indica hybrid sativa. I need it that marries a cheetah because everybody see her. Poetry. It's my therapy. I press every day, dog. Giving up is not an option. A devil's going down today. You know me and that nigga stay boxing. You know what? I got to run that back because I missed a line and I got to give y'all that line. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing that pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I gotta count my carbs. I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent sugar level, because if my shit drop, it could be detrimental. Poetry is my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary, I need that right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Lamine, terpenine, and I don't know what the fuck you mean. I want the indica hybrid sativa. I need it that marries a cheetah because everybody see a poetry. It's my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It's something therapeutic when I go to create. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. There's something about putting the right word with the right line to make them both come together, like you and your partner at the very same time. 2 spirits sharing the same vibe. Poetry is my therapy. I press every day. Giving up's not an option. A devil going down today. You know me and that nigga stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm God body Ali. I hit him with the rope-a-dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I do it like Nike. Regardless the victory. You know he's in here. Poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes that shit keep me up at night. It's the little light in mine that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it, I need it, I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, where the fuck would I be? I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have been burying me. Poetry. Poetry is my therapy. In peace. Yeah, that shit right there. That make me want to punch somebody right in the face. Oh man, I love this shit. Okay. Yeah, poetry is my therapy. That's one of my new favorites right there. It just says a lot and just a few lines, you know. I want to share another one that's called A New Day. There's a lot going on in mental health. We all know, you know, that word that mental health is so that's something that is, I hear the word just about every few days, and it's talked about everywhere you look, on social media, TV, radio, and it's real. It's serious. There's a lot of us out here who have issues. Some of us don't even want to address the shit, and that's a problem. But and I'm gonna be honest, I was one of them in the beginning. I had to learn to not be apologetic about my piece. You know, I had to learn to categorize some shit. And when I mean categorize, I'm not talking about, I mean prioritize some things. I'm talking about, you know, who I choose to converse with and keep myself around with just about every day. Like, what are you doing? Who are you around? Who's influencing you? Who's pushing you? Who encouraging you? If there's nobody, then you need to find somebody else. All right. So with A New Day, I wrote this just to try to, well, first, I wrote this to encourage me. Like I said, everything I write comes from here. So it's something behind every single poem I got, every one. But A New Day is something that every now and then I would do this one at churches. A new day and all that shouting isn't necessary. And there's another one called Press. And also, you know what? Call in 443-297-4753. You got anything you want to say to me? Holler at me. You got a poem that I have said that you would like to hear, or if I said something tonight and you want to hear it again, give me a call 443-297-4753. I am here until 8 o'clock, and I do not want you guys to turn that dial after me because Brother Chad, I'm sure, got some hot topics tonight. So let's go into this a new day. It's a new day. I've seen many things, but none just the same. It's a new day I hear, but don't shed a tear. A new day is so. It's a new day. I've seen many things, but none just the same. It's a new day I hear, but don't shed a tear. It's a new day. That fear went away. What you don't do today is for a new day. A new way of thinking instead of your mind stinking of thoughts of yesterday, because tomorrow's a new day. Fresh opportunities, depression that loosen me. I'm not for the scrutiny. A new day, I do believe, is a chance to make it right. When a bird takes flight and spreads its wings, a new day brings beautiful springs, sunlight that beams and heats up your skin. A new day puts things in perspective. That's not just a message. Somebody might end it. Being suspended in space, they gave up their race. A new way, another day to go and create. A new day is no mistake. So don't give up today, for tomorrow's a new day. A new day is no mistake. Hello, anybody there? Hello, caller. Anyone there? Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. Hello.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, bro? Who is this I'm speaking with?
It's the Louis Bay, man.
What's going on, Vic? What's going on, Vic? I can't complain, man. I cannot complain. Man, I was telling the people about this play that we in, man. I Am Woke. It's so serious. Like, even the rehearsals are like after every rehearsal, every Zoom meeting, I'm just pumped. I'm ready to write shit. I'm ready to go to an open mic somewhere. You know what I mean? Vic, tell it. You know what, Vic? You know what? Give me I'm Still Alive. Fuck that. That's what I want to hear. Give me I'm Still Alive. Give me that poem that you do that I love. I gotta hear it, bro. I got to.
I was going to talk to you, but
you can talk to me after, but I need that, bro. Come on, let's go.
Make sure ain't no feedback. Y'all hear me clear?
You good?
All right. There you go. Don't weep for me when I release this form. Stand strong, cause I'm still alive. I've just moved on. Back to the source from whence I came. My spirit unites with ancestors on a higher plane. Let go of the physical, bask in the spiritual, one with the most high, where we takes place of I and I unites with us. To supreme energy forms flesh from dust. Once again, with more lessons learned, I've become the embodiment of the supreme being's strength, but in physical manifest. As I pass test after test, breath after breath, reincarnate stronger, death after death. As I bring more light, as I dispel wrongs, I bring more right. As I fought with and battled the darkness and shadows and soar, till I need flesh no more. So don't weep for me when I release this form. Stand strong, cause I'm still alive. I've just moved on. Back to the source from whence I came. My spirit unites with ancestors on a higher plane. Let go of the physical, bask in the spiritual, one with the most high, where we takes place of I and I unites with us. To supreme energy forms flesh from dust. Once again, with more lessons learned, I become the embodiment of the supreme being's strength, but in physical manifest.
I love that shit, bro. I love it. Every time you do it, it just does something to me, man. So what you want to say, bro? How you doing today?
Hey, nothing, bro. You know, I always got to check in with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like what you say, this play we about to do, man. And I don't care. I ain't just in the play. I'm a director, sir. But yeah. But it's going to be something special. We doing something that nobody else ever done.
Right.
You know, everybody's done musical. Everybody's done the comedies, the stage plays. We doing the stage play to set the poetry. So you're going to get the dialogue that you need to get so that you can follow the storyline, but you're going to get something, the messages and the storyline brought to you from such an artistic level that it's going to be impossible for you not to catch it. It's something there for everybody to relate to. We got some of the best poets in the city coming out. You know, myself, you know, I'm gonna talk, you know, I'm gonna drag on myself. Vic, the CEO, my lady, Aneski, Annika Set, who put this together. You, Hansboro, Shanice, Lady Jacobs, Gio, Margot, Ashley, the poet, Jasmine, the problem, Gio, finally repeated some days. Mozart, man, this young lady, we got this young lady, Mozart, man. The people got to know this sister, man. She brings such a strong and wholesome part. She tempers our fire in a way that keeps us ignited at the same time. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. And for real, city need to come out support your city, man.
Yeah, y'all, definitely.
Alive, man. Show people that we can do something right, because you know we always get the bad news in our city, but don't nobody understand except for people from here the beauty that's in our city for real.
That's right.
We ain't got no more trouble than any other city. We don't. We ain't got no more trouble than New Orleans, New York, any of them. The problem is people don't understand. We got a lot of talent, a lot of money invested here. We got a lot of people that can really put this city on the map. We just got to stop waiting for other people to listen to us and make everybody listen to us for real, for real.
Absolutely. Press them and keep pressing. And that's what we're doing. I love being a part of this. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I know it's going to be something special. I know the people are going to love it. But I'm not going to hold you, bro, because I'm going to give these people some more poetry. I will see you today, Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell your wife, tell your wife and better half I said, what's up, bro?
Yeah. Oh, the Vows versus one? Or the Zoom meeting. Yep. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. That definitely. We're going to have that meeting, get everything together, bro. Love you, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. You one of the best introductions I had, man. You like a brother for life, for real, for me.
Already, bro. Y'all love you too, man. You already know how we get down. I'll see you tomorrow, my man. Be safe out here.
All right, bro. Stay up.
All right. Yeah, so that was Victor, CEO. Y'all want to follow him and Kanzette at 4 Office, man. They doing some big things over there. All right, so check this out. Earlier before my show, the Shiro show was on, and we got a lot of veterans on our station, and I thank each and every one of y'all for y'all service. Let me put that out there first. My father was in the Marine Corps. He passed in 2015, and I mean, he was my first superhero. Me and my brother's very first superhero, no doubt. He got respected by everybody. Good people, bad people, dope boys. It didn't matter who he had respect from everybody. He was a football coach. He helped raise some of my friends that, you know, the man not have had a dad in the house. I mean, he was everything. So with that being said, though, going shout out to the veterans. So I want to do 2 poems. I got time. I want to do 2 poems right now. Both of these poems was written in a time where this country was represented by a president that we all know who I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna say his name. So, but he's a clown, so y'all know who that is. Excuse me. So one night I'm sitting in my basement. I do a lot of writing. I used to do a lot. Sorry, y'all. I used to do a lot of my writing in my basement, in my laundry room. I don't know what that was about, but I kept a small desk in my laundry room, and I sat at that desk and I just poured so much shit out. You know, this was a desk that I let my daughters use to sell lemonade the summer before. I have a 10-year-old and a soon-to-be 13-year-old. So I wrote this poem called "Government Shutdown," right? And I got Government Shutdown 1 and Government Shutdown 2. And like I say, this was going on around the time when we were having a shutdown, and it was just so much. You know, I honestly was watching a couple of news stations like every day, like I was watching a movie. It was just, I couldn't believe some of the shit that I was seeing and hearing. And it just, I don't know if I was just hooked or what, but this is called Government Shutdown. Government shutdown. What a bunch of clowns. CNN pay-per-view, people are played. Some simply stayed and made a mess. Republicans huddled up, pointing fingers at Democrats. Countries on edge. We could wake up dead. Everyone is divided. It's so short-sighted. Votes, vetoes, veterans supposed to be about the betterment for all mankind. Spineless spectators watch neighbors who are favored. Can't trust my neighbor. This whole world in such danger. Climate control, our president, that troll. He tweets on Twitter late at night with no filter. Some people love it. I pray for the suffering. What's next in the question? Every time Jeff says Sessions, what's next in the question? Every time Jeff said Sessions, we're coming to a deal, but House reps appeal, negotiations blaming each other like there's no other in sight. Trump leads with no light. What do you have to lose, he says? Everything. After you strip from their duty, something yell mutiny. This guy is unruly. Somebody calls Sean Caesar, or maybe Scotty B. This been happening all year, and it's not sincere. Was he drunk off a beer? His mouth is foul, and his speeches go viral because they follow a man. Don't look at tomorrow. America is great. America the Great? Can this guy keep us safe? I don't think I've read that in about 2 years. And I got another one I wrote that's called Government Shutdown 2, okay? And it was probably I know it was about 2 or 3 months from each other, but this one goes, Government Shutdown. Why won't we impeach the clown? Dividing the people, spreading hate and evil. He don't feel for the people who are on pins and needles trying to make ends meet. Their pockets are empty. Bills are stacking. Homeland to airport security affected by immaturity of a toddler running the country. He just thinks it's funny. Separating families, moving them around to unfamiliar places. The crazy thing is some of our people voted for the chump, thinking he would make a change. Bunch of runaway slaves. Can't you see the line is drawn? It's survival of the haves and have-nots, an evil plot. They want our history forgotten. I'll just shut it down till I get what I want, he says. Republicans related are now changing faces. This mess is amazing, going on right under our nose. We get distracted week to week from a viral video of the R. Kelly show. Government shutdown as he flies around in a Learjet with luxury seats. Who cares if they eat? It's a shithole country. Intimidation and fear, or how it's made clear. Think it's a joke or some kind of hoax, and you wake up for work and your clearance is revoked. It felt like you choked when you read the notice, insufficient funds, now panic has begun. No tax returns, forget the assistance. No tax returns, forget the assistance. With so much resistance, countries on edge because of something he said. Some schools' water fountains pump nothing but lead. We must make a stand. It's no time for playing because our country is sinking right into quicksand. Government shutdown, we've been here before. If a change is not made, how much will we endure? Government shutdown. Okay, how much time I got? Let's do quarantine. I wrote something called quarantine, and I'm sure you can figure that out when I wrote it, during we was in a quarantine, right? Hopefully I can remember this. I mean, I think that one is in one of one of these 2 books. But hopefully I can remember it. Hopefully I can remember it off the top of my head. I've been memorizing a few poems this week that I have to use, and a couple of plays. I mean, in a play that I'm in, and some other open mics. So quarantine 28. So I think I can remember it. A lot of times, I may think that I can't remember something, and once I just start, the something about that muscle memory just something kicks in, and it just comes. You know what I mean? But you gotta stay out of your own way. Sometimes I'm so engulfed and so fast, I'm thinking about the next 2 or 3 lines, the next 2 or 3 words before I even finish the sentence that I'm saying. So sometimes I jam myself from doing that. And I like to be relaxed. I like to be relaxed when I'm doing my poetry. And I like to let my poetry dictate my feelings. So if I'm writing something that at the time I was angry and I was upset about something, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm a Taurus, or I'm gonna give you the fucking balls, what I'm gonna give you. But that's what I'm gonna do. And then if it's something that doesn't call for that, I got a poem that I wrote about me and my wife called Wedding Vows. I haven't shared that at all yet. I think I shared part of it at one of my wife's concerts. She used to do concerts called what was the name of the band? Oh my goodness. Kindred Spirits. Kindred Spirits. So let's get into quarantine, right? Like I said, I wrote this during the quarantine, dealing with all of the stuff that we was dealing with in the house all day, every day, going out. And when I went out back then, I went out and did what I had to do and came right back in the house. And it was mostly to go in and get something to eat to go in and get food or something. So quarantine. Quarantine trying my patience, that's a true understatement. That shit's running short like a fat ass nigga on a basketball court. My kids eating all the goddamn food. They saying depressing shit on the news. Got my mama worried and confused. She hits my phone in a hurry whenever she hears something new. Lord, help her find something to do. My 8-year-old was up to 4 a.m. This shit's got to end. What you gonna do when Hogan come down on you with an 8 p.m. curfew? Get all the essentials. I write with pens, not pencils, so it can't be erased. I learned from my mistakes. Tired of containment, I go from my bedroom to my basement, spending time in every room. What else is there to do? Barbershops closed and hair salons too, and my lady trying to line up my bed. Just stop it. And she looked like she stuck her finger in a socket. Hairdo was whack. I'd have put on a hat. If my kids ask me for one more snack, I think I may fucking snap. My wife got to chill with this Criminal Minds. Episode after episode, how many series they got? I'm going to unplug this Fire Stick and turn off this Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go back because when I messed up, I want to say, if I hear the word unsub one more time, my wife got to chill with the Criminal Minds. Episode after episode, how many series they got? I'm going to unplug this Fire Stick and turn off this Wi-Fi. That was quarantine. I wrote something else around that time too. Coffee in a Joint. It's called Coffee in a Joint. Coffee in a Joint. We got a few minutes. I'm gonna share this last one and then I'm gonna give y'all some information and we out of here. So this is Coffee in a Joint. Coffee in a Joint. I got up early this morning to my coffee in a joint. My dogs get up as soon as they hear the toilet flush. They want to go outside. I open their cage and they run right past me, pushing me to the side. I step on the patio to check out my scenery with my coffee in a joint. Yell upstairs to wake up my kids after my coffee in a joint. Really, I'm a tea drinker, but sometimes I just love the smell of that coffee in a joint. Don't judge me. After prayer, my day starts with coffee in a joint. At the kitchen table with my wife sipping coffee in a joint. Returning my emails and answering my messages with my coffee in a joint. My cell phone rings, I may not answer. I'm having my coffee in a joint. Because the little things matter. What'd I say? Because I'm having my coffee in a joint. The little things matter, like my coffee in a joint. I told you I was going raw tonight, so I forgot that one line, and I don't have that in this book. But that was Coffee in a Joint. I like to be transparent too, if you know that. I mean, if you know me, you know that. That's where this came from, Unusual Favor. But I was definitely transparent in that. But I'm just trying to give you a feel of what I do when I'm writing shit. A lot of times after I do my municipal marijuana intake, I go somewhere else and I just get in it. I write. I read, and a lot of times I'm going over my poetry. I'm in my car, I'm going over my poetry. I'm not even listening to music anymore. I'm listening to instrumentals and I'm doing my poetry. That's another thing that helps me remember my shit, by going over my poetry over one of a certain instrumental that I think it might fit with. You know what I mean? That's one way how I memorize my stuff, other than constantly saying it over and over. I mean, I drive my wife and my 2 daughters crazy, seriously, because I'm saying it over and over and over and over through the house. I write them down every now and then, and I do the pocket poetry where I keep it in my pocket, you know, and I walk around and pull it out every now and then. So that's a couple ways for you to be able to memorize your poetry. There's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with reading, you know, your poetry, but me, I like to memorize my stuff because I feel as though I can give you a better feeling. If I know it backwards and forwards, I can tweak it and give you all types of stuff. All right. So like I said, I want to thank y'all for following me. Thank y'all for watching. This is brought to you by Butterfly Entertainment. What Up Baltimore Online Radio is something that you should be subscribed to on YouTube and just about everywhere else you can find us. If you're not, you are crazy. You need to follow us. Go to ladyjmedia@gmail.com and you can get all of the links and all of the ways to watch all of the wonderful shows that we have that come on. Thank you. Thank you for following me, man. Thank you for following me. This has been wonderful. I've been doing this for a whole year now. And when I look over some of the videos of some of my favorite shows that I've done, it helps me. It moves me. It makes me feel good to be able to put words together or have my poetic friends, family, my Spitfire family, put words together to, you know what I mean, get somebody through some shit that they're dealing with, because we all deal with shit. All of us. All of us. All right. So with that being said, make sure y'all stay tuned to Brother Chad. Check out his show. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. He's always got some good topics. Excuse me. Next week, I have my brother Leroy McKenzie Jr. Shout out to Leroy. Leroy McKenzie Jr. will be on Spitfire Poetry Shutdown next week on the 18th. You don't want to miss that. Not only is this brother a poet, a published author, he talks that money game. He can help you in your business. He can teach you a lot of different things, and he has no problem sharing the knowledge that he has with you. A lot of us don't want to share shit. I don't know what that's about, but you got to you want to make sure you watch that episode. I'm telling you, it's going to be very informative. He's always got something going on. He wears a multitude of hats. And I always, every now and then, you know, I drop in on him and see how he's doing, because I like to surround myself with positive people and people that are in the direction I'm in or already where I'm trying to go, so I can go and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Look at the steps that are done, you know? So next week, May 18th, Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I got my brother Leroy McKenzie Jr., LJ Speaks. You don't want to miss that. Look him up, follow him, y'all. Check him out before he comes on. So I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. And I'm telling you, he's going to have some good tips for us, definitely. So with that being said, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Stay vigilant. Stay safe. You want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. Later.
I know you do. I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. I'm your pusher.
Why do you like this?
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things. But don't let your mind be locked in the chain.
Take it down!